Hi, welcome. And before I begin, let me apologize for that little delay today. And today, the topic is going to be I'm going to be telling you reasons, top three reasons why your husband stops talking to you. Because so many conversations that I have been having with people, with couples, with women, one complaint all women have is that the communication between them stops suddenly. There seems to be silence, or over a period of time the communication from husband's side has declined, and these women tend to say that if I initiate, there is a response, but from the husband's side there is no initiation. And if the wife is initiating, the response is very limited to what she is asking or what she wants to know. It doesn't go beyond one or two sentences. Okay, so I will tell you what are the three reasons why he stops and what could you be doing instead. Okay, listen carefully. Third reason is extremely important. So one reason is that he sees that uh, when he sees that you are the one who is defining the relationship. Okay, which means that you are the one who is telling him what the do's and the don'ts of your married life are. What are the do's and don'ts of your relationship? When you start doing it and he sees that, he understands that, that's one reason he will step back. Because defining the relationship normally from your side will come in terms of certain kinds of suggestions, advice, all those things. When you give suggestion not asked for, when you give advice that's not asked for, and you keep repeating that behavior, then that's the time he thinks that you are the one who is defining the relationship, you are the one who is leading the relationship. Which then brings him to the second point, and that second reason then why he stops speaking with you is when you are the one who's defining the relationship, he begins to feel that you are the one who is taking charge. When he sees that you are the one leading the relationship, he begins to feel that you are taking charge. And you taking the charge means that the relationship is now not equal. You are at a higher level and he is at a lower level. So he begins to see control in that scenario. Okay, so when he sees you leading, he sees you at the pedestal, he sees himself down, and he does not see the equality, and then he steps back. Some people will, instead of stepping back, they might rebel to the extent that they will start controlling you. And that happens when they see that the kind of control that they are experiencing, they cannot take it anymore. Therefore they will either go into complete silence and not connect with you, or they will start to rebel and control you in return. Okay, third very important reason why he steps back is because somewhere he sees or he experiences, he senses that you are seeing him as a means to an end, which again means that you're not seeing him as a partner. You're not seeing him as I would say a friend, a partner, a husband, but you're seeing him as a means to an end, which means that if you have children, you are wanting to have his company so that your children get their father. The children have the experience of having the father around. Okay, so that could be one means to an end, right? And being your children get their father. If you're not financially independent, or you're completely dependent on your husband, or in a scenario where you know you are earning money but you still need to depend on him, in that case there is the means to an end is that he will give you the financial security, right? And another could be, even if you're say financially independent, sometimes you feel that his presence gives you the sense of security. His presence in your life is going to give you the sense of safety and security for the rest of your life. So it is in these ways that he starts to see you as if, you are, considering him as a means to the end that you want to achieve. Now when that happens, when he experiences or senses that he is only being seen as a means to an end, he will not, nobody will like it. He falls a bit low in his self esteem and he steps back. It hurts him because he thinks that both of you are not equal partners, and you are the one who leads, you are the one who defines, and then you treat him as if, he's a means to an end. That is where then he withdraws, and he, in a way, through silence, he's telling you, let me manage my own affairs. So what you need to do is stop, number one, stop defining the relationship for him. Stop defining how the relationship needs to be. Stop telling him the do's and the don'ts of relationship. That's number one. When you stop doing that, that is the time then he will take charge of the relationship, and he will be taking that forward, and you got to trust that. Okay, after you stop defining the relationship, you also got to start to trust his decisions. Now, trusting his decisions, wherein, he has taken a decision and he is letting you know, just accept and trust that he is doing the right thing for you, because that trust will go a long way in helping him to create the deep bond. Because if he's the one to define and take charge of the relationship, your trust will help him to do this job faster. Now, does it mean that you should not know why he has taken the decision? You definitely should know. You have the right to know the basis on which that decision is taken. You got to ask him. Okay, but asking, there are two ways of asking. One way of asking is out of, interrogation kind of a perspective, and another way of asking is out of curiosity. Interrogation kind of perspective is, suppose you've gone to a lawyer. You see how the lawyer questions you? That's interrogation. Or the parent is questioning the child has come home late, the child was to come home by, say, 7 p.m. after playing, and then the child enters home at 7:30, and you start to question the child, where were you, why did you take so long, right? Why did you not call when I was calling you up? Why did you not pick up the phone? That's interrogation. So if the perspective is that of interrogation, then he will withdraw. Because what happens in interrogation is that, suppose he begins to answer your question, and there is some point where you are not comfortable or you have a difference of opinion, you will point it out there and then. And when you point it out there and then, it's like, he thinks in his head that, don't you think I know what I'm doing? This is the thought that goes into his mind. And then he thinks that, do you think I'm a fool to be doing this? Do you think I'm a fool to be taking such a decision? That's what goes in his head. So if that is what he's thinking, he's not going to let you know, he's not going to give you that information, and next time he'll withdraw. So interrogation is one way of asking. Another way of asking is curiosity. um, if you really want to know how curiosity feels like, and I'm sure you know it, tell a story to a child, a story which has a lot of mystery in it, and look at the child, the way the child listens to you, the body language of the child, the expressions of the child when he's curious. And ultimately, the child is going to start asking you the question. And the way the child asks you the question on the story, watch and listen to how that tone is. You will know that that's curiosity. So do this experiment with your children or with, other children around. Tell them something which, has something hidden in it a kind of a mystery story, and see their curiosity, the way they ask their questions. Now, when you want to know your husband's decision and you are asking out of curiosity, any information you might ask for, and you are asking out of curiosity, then the answer is going to come to you. Because when you're asking out of curiosity, you will not be pointing fingers at, what could have gone better or what have you done wrong. Okay. So these three things, I told you what is it that you need to avoid, and what are those three steps that you will need to follow. Do this, and let me know what your experience has been. And if your communication is totally broken and you really want to take it to a level where it becomes communication of understanding. Communication of understanding is not necessarily where you got to talk, but then you understand each other's non-verbal language, you understand each other's body language, and you really wish to build that bond of understanding and compassion and great communication. Book one-to-one call with me, and we will see what is your situation and what's the best that can be done. I am leaving the link to my appointment calendar here. It's a free call. Book your call and create the life, create the relationship that you desire. Now, one announcement I'm going to make today is that we are left with 10 more days to complete this 100 days challenge. Okay, we're just left with, I think, 9 or 10 days more to complete this challenge. We are completing 100 days on 7th of October. Until then, I am going to be offering you a gift, and that gift is going to be the book I wrote, From Mates to Soulmates. This is going to come to you as a gift. The only condition here is that for all those of you who have been practicing, who have doubts, who have questions, you will need to come on live and ask your questions. Engage yourself and ask those questions. In case you're not able to attend live here at this time, no worries, still practice and put up your questions, not privately, but put up your questions in the comment box, and I will either answer them there in the comment box, or I will take your questions in the next video without, if you don't want the identity to be disclosed, then that's a different matter. But when you put it in the comment box, obviously people will know. But I really wanted to break that wall, and this is something I told you in the initial videos, that break that wall by putting up your questions in the comment box. Now, if you're practicing, you will definitely have questions, and engage yourself in the whether you're on YouTube or on the Facebook or on LinkedIn, ask your questions. And the more you engage, then I will be sending this book to you, mailing a free copy to you. And in that case, I am going to be connecting with you and asking you your address personally. I will have your address with me, and this book is going to get couriered. Now, this offer is there for next 10 videos, which is until 7th of October 2022. When you engage, you're going to get this book as a gift from me to you. All right. So take care, enjoy, and have a great evening. I am going to be seeing you tomorrow. Bye.